Hello. Let me close this behind me. Not sure if this is going to reach to take the headphones off. Just getting everything set up and kind of rushing around. Totally forgot about closing the divider behind me. Anyway, what is this? Oh, I can repin that some other time. Anyway, I had an icon on my taskbar that was not showing. It's because I moved some stuff. So. That shortcut is no longer valid. Anyway, welcome to the stream, or video for today, if you're watching this on YouTube later. Let's see, who's here? We've got some viewers. I don't know why it would come up at 5:30. Maybe I'll check my settings. Maybe I've got something that's set to alert a half hour beforehand. I don't know. Could be my settings. Could be your settings. I don't know. We'll work that out later. But yeah, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. So. No, I don't want to go there. Anyway. Yeah, Neverwinter nights today, so it was kind of funny. I don't have any extra quests, really. I have to talk to Lillian Cambridge, who is at the drinking house, the tavern. I'm searching for the words of power, and Tommy has another story, which means that all the companions have stories again to further upgrade your item from them. So there's also a quest here. Narek has a quest, so let's jump in. Let's find out what he wants. All right then.
Hail to ye!
Oh, hello again, Piers. Welcome back to the Temple of the Just God. Forgive me if I seem somewhat distracted. Rolgan's impending trial has me a little out of sorts. Trial? This is no ordinary trial. In fact, this is a very delicate matter. It presents a problem. Maybe I can help you with this problem. I don't know. This is a very delicate matter. Recently, an Uthgardt tribesman named Rolgan killed one of the Lord's Alliance soldiers. He claims it was self-defense, and I have given him sanctuary here to save him from the vengeance of the soldier's friends. But Rolgan cannot stay in the temple forever. I am trying to arrange a fair trial for the young man, but his Uthgardt friends are unfamiliar with our justice system, and none of the Lord's Alliance mercenaries wants to defend him during the trial. Maybe I could defend the Uthgardt warrior. Your offer is a generous one, and as Tyr's priest, I will ensure you are properly compensated according to the defense you present. After careful consideration, I have selected the jury. There will be 2 who will represent the interests of the Uthgardt, 2 who represent the mercenaries, and my own acolyte, Edgar. I feel this was the only way to be fair. If you agree to undertake this case, I can give you the details. Or is there something else you need? No, that book. So, I don't know. I might run something with that down the line. It'll be way down the line. But that was just the player's guide. That wasn't the actual campaign book. But the DM for my Saturday games, she's... after we're done with the current campaign, she's going to run that next. So I needed to get the player's guide so I could start reading up on it and reading up on the setting, because it's a whole new setting, and figure out how to make my character, because one of the other players, yeah, one of the other players has also already made his character, and he wants his character and my character to be tied together through their background. So I was like, well, I gotta get started working on that, because I don't know how much longer we have in our current campaign. So things are moving quickly in that one. And we're like level 13 in that one now. So anyway, I'll do it. Take this notebook. It contains information on the jurors and witnesses, as well as the details of the case and the trial itself. As an officer of Tyr, you must keep this notebook to record the progress of the case. I can summarize the notebook for you. First, the jurors: a mercenary named Avaric, a ranger named Dalcia, a soldier named Jevon, an Uthgardt wise woman called Paula, and, of course, my own acolyte, Uthgardt. Feel free to speak to any of the jurors before the trial. It is a common practice to do so in these matters. The ranger and Paula can be found in the Uthgardt camp. The others are here in the buildings housing the Lord's Alliance members. And what about the witnesses? The prosecutor has advised me that he will be calling 2 mercenaries who witnessed the event, Zed and Lodar. He will also question Vonda, the wife of the accused. I suggest you speak to these people before the trial to gather what evidence you can. And, of course, there's the Uthgardt himself, Rogan. He doesn't have to testify, but if you call him up to defend his actions, then the prosecutor will be able to question him. He is in the back of the temple here, if you wish to speak with him. I'll be in my investigations right away. Rogan is counting on you to bring forth the truth at his trial. Once you have all the evidence, come speak to me, and we can begin the proceedings. Is there something else I can do for you? I'll be going now. Go with Tyr's blessing. Alright. Map. So, Rogan's trial. Defense Council Journal. So I need to speak with the witnesses. I need to speak with Rogan, Zed, Lodar, and Vonda. And I need to speak with Uthgardt, Avaric, Jevon, Dalcia, and Paula. Okay. So Uthgardt and Rogan are here. Uthgardt.
Well met.
Welcome to the Temple of Tyr. Should you require services of a priest, please speak to Nerik. I'm here about Rogan's trial. Of course. Nerik has done me a great honor by selecting me for the jury in this case. I'm looking forward to performing my duties in the administration of Tyr's justice. How do you feel about this case? Even though I disapprove of the Uthgardt's worship of a pagan god, I am not going to prejudge him. The real culprit in this crime is the demon alcohol. Of course, the alcohol does not excuse the Uthgardt's behavior. Anyone who lets themselves get drunk must bear the consequences of his actions. This is why I so strongly disapprove of consuming alcoholic beverages. But I am willing to keep an open mind. I wish you well in this case, my lord. May the justice of Tyr be served. Interesting. Oh yes, new feature. There was an update to Neverwinter Nights, which hasn't happened in quite a long time. They did some bug fixes on things that have been broken for like 20 years. And I no longer have to hold down tab to highlight things. You double tap the tab button and it highlights or unhighlights things. It's fantastic. I don't remember if I checked these bookshelves last time. So yeah, you can have tab highlighting on all the time. That's cool. You can turn the braziers on and off.
Ah, no can do.
So is he in here then? Yes.
You are here because Neurek sent you. You are here because of the trial.
Oh, I love that voice. That's going to be fun. Yes, I'm to defend you. Tell me what happened. Griff invited me to play a game of chance. Not wanting to spurn this gesture of friendship, I accepted his invitation, and the drinks he readily offered me. I began to feel strange. My mind was clouded by more than just ale. I gambled foolishly, and lost several personal heirlooms of great religious significance to my tribe. Go on. I returned to my tribe in shame. Vanda, my wife, told me to go back and speak to Griff, to humble myself and beg him to return our religious heirlooms in exchange for the promise of much gold later on. But Griff attacked me before I could speak my offer. Killed him to save my own life. There was no other choice. I fled to this temple, barely escaping a mob of soldiers seeking my blood to avenge Griff. Nurek gave me sanctuary, but only if I vowed to submit to a trial to determine my fate. Can you tell me anything else? We Uthgardt are different than you. Our ways and customs may seem strange. They call us savages and pagans and drunks and thieves. This is how the Lord's Alliance sees us, and that is why I am called a murderer for defending myself. We of the Black Lion tribe are a noble people. I am no heathen savage, no vile killer. I pray to Uthgardt that you can see this and help me. I will do my best. Go if you wish. I must stay here, though. My heart aches to return to my tribe. When the trial is over, Uthgardt willing, I will be allowed to return. I will be allowed to return to my home. Yeah. What's in the barrel? A gold ring. Treasures to be sold at a later time. Okay. And those two are still stuck. That's funny. Alright, who's next? Zed. Is at the soldiers' barracks. Drinking house. Barracks. A bunch of them are at the well. Okay. So Zed and Jevin can be found at the barracks. Let's go there. Where's the barracks? Drinking house, mercenary enclave, cloak enclave, trading post. Huh. No, that's... Well, maybe. That might be it. Ah, yeah. Hello. There's Zed. Injured, huh? This better be important, as I don't feel like chatting. It's bad enough my leg is killing me, but now I gotta be a witness to this murder trial, too? What happened to your leg? My leg is none of your business. Go find someone else to bother. Leave me alone.
I'll do ya!
Oh, he's a friendly sort.
I greet you.
I'm the defense counsel for Rolgan. Ah, so you're the sucker Nurek roped into defending that savage. Tough break. I hear the case is open and shut. I saw that Uthgardt stab Griff with my own two eyes. Ran him right through. Griff was dead before he even hit the ground. Do you know why they were fighting? Gambling debt. Griff had won a bunch of money off that Uthgardt, and I guess the savage didn't like it. He'd been drinking, so I guess it's no surprise he lost his temper. Anything else you can tell me? Hey, all I know is what I saw. Griff is dead and that Uthgardt killed him. I'm as sure of that as I am of this pain eating away at my leg. If I find out you're holding anything back, the pain won't only be in your leg. Blah, blah, blah. Blowhards who toss threats around don't scare me. Go find someone else to bother. Leave me alone.
Well met.
What do you want? You hear about the trial? Nurik sent me. I'm representing Rolgan. I figured as much. I ain't never been on a jury before. Seen my share of trials, but usually from the prisoner's box. What do you want to know? I'm preparing my case. What do you think about this trial? Looks to me like a bar fight gone out of hand. A few too many drinks in you and you act stupid. I've been there myself. I ain't never killed no one. But you know what makes me mad about this case? Them people who run around saying the only reason this guy is on trial is because he's an Uthgardt. I ain't no Uthgardt. I've been on trial a bunch of times. Sounds like you're trying to keep an open mind. I know what it's like. Sometimes you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Could be that's what happened to this Uthgardt. I kind of hope you get him off. I'd hate to have to sentence the poor guy to execution. But I've got to give an honest verdict. Eric says it's my duty. Not much more I can tell you. Hope you got what you're looking for. Good luck in the trial. There was another option here. No.
Back again? You need to buy some equipment.
I do not like having this conversation stuck in the doorway.
Back again? You need to buy some equipment. Or is there something else I can do for you?
Can I ask you some questions? Truth is, I don't have time to play information clerk. I'm too busy trying to run a war here. Aaron Gens put me in charge of training and equipping the troops battling the Luskan forces. Seems he's too busy searching for the words of power to bother with a little thing like a war. Normally I wouldn't complain, but this isn't exactly the life. This isn't exactly what I signed on for. We can't fight a war with no supplies. No supplies? What are you talking about? It's those blasted Orcish raiders. Every time we get a new supply line set up to the battlefront, those damn bandits cut it off. An army's no good if they don't have a steady stream of supplies replenishing their stores. I tell you, if this keeps up, we might as well surrender to Luskan right now. Maybe I could help with the supply lines. Hey, I'll welcome any help I can get. I've already put out a bounty on the heads of the two most famous orc bandits in the region, Voth and Gazud. I figure if they're both taken out, the rest of the thieving scum will get the message and back off. I'm offering 500 gold pieces for each of them, payable upon delivery of their decapitated head. Any idea where I could start looking for those bandits? What the hell? Where's my game? That's aggravating. It was there when I started. Wow. Okay, well, you haven't missed much. Yeah, I have no idea why it disappeared. That's so messed up. Anyway. Where was I? tried looking in the Coldwood to the northeast. That place has always had its share of bandits, and there were some reports of bandits around Fort Ilkard to the south. Other than that, I couldn't say. Finding them is the hard part. Well, that and killing them. I'll be going now. Feel free to come back if you ever need anything in the way of martial supplies. The more armed soldiers we get into the field, the better our chances of defeating those Luskan dogs. Alright. That was weird. Okay. So there's a few people in the drinking house that I need to speak with.
Tis a pleasure to speak with you.
Okay. Well, this is one of the people I need to speak with. I need to speak with her for the main quest. Shady character. Hey. A sleeping commoner in there. There's Lodar. Alright, we'll start with Lodar.
Well met.
Look, don't bother me right now. I got a lot on my mind with what with this trial and all. I know about the trial. I'm defending Rolgan. Funny, you don't look like a lawyer. But that ain't my business, I guess. You want to ask me some questions? Go ahead. Tell me what happened. Griff and that Uthgardt were playing cards. Gambling. Griff won a lot of money. So much that the Uthgardt had to give him some of his jewelry to cover the debt. Real fancy looking stuff. Later that night, Griff went outside. I heard him shout, and I rushed out to see him and that Uthgardt smashing swords. Guess the Uthgardt was better at it than Griff. I can't believe I have to testify about this. I've never been to a trial before. Let's try to loosen him up. Don't get so worked up about this trial. Barkeep, a drink for my friend Lodar, please. I'm buying. Hey, you're all right, brother. Good luck in the trial. And thanks for the drink. If you need anything else, I'll be right here. Till the trial is over, they've got me off active duty, so I plan on spending my time here in the drinking house.
Well met.
Hey, I remember you like I just walked off. Anything else you can tell me about the trial? Nah, I already told you pretty much everything I know already. Or I told you pretty much everything I know already. Okay, well.
A great shit.
Shove off, buddy. These open sores on my face make it tough enough to attract the ladies without your ugly mugs standing around, or hanging around and cramping my style. I'm here to talk about Roland's trial. Oh, that prissy priest Nurk must have sent you. Can't figure out why that sold-off runt once wanted me on the jury. Guess he'd figured I'd be impartial since I hate all races, colors, and creeds equally. Very enlightened attitude you have there. What can I say? You get down into the filthy gutters and everyone's crap stinks the same. What are your feelings about this case? Griff was a rotten bastard, and the Uthgardt did us all a favor by offing him. But if we let him go, we might have drunken savages running through the streets, sacrificing us to their goat gods, you know? Sounds like you figure he's already guilty. The only good thing about that Uthgardt is his wife. I can't wait to see her up testifying at the trial. She's one fine piece of meat. Whoo-wee! I wouldn't mind having her pork chops on my plate at dinner tonight. You're a disgusting, vile man. So what are you going to do about it? You try anything and every Lord's Alliance soldier in his camp will be all over you. So take your prissy complaints about my attitude, stick 'em where the sun don't shine, and leave me alone. Oh, he's a fun one.
Hello there.
That's interesting. That's the exact same thing that the shady character in Luskan told me, and I think it might be the same person. Just for the this is just hay, obviously for the horses. This is just hay, obviously for the horses. Well, while I'm here.
About time you showed up. I've been waiting at least 10 minutes for someone to come by and refill my drink.
I'm not here to fill your drink. I'm Piers Geiger. I work for Aaron Gend. Ah, yes, Piers Geiger, the hero of Neverwinter. I'd drink a toast to your legendary deeds if my glass wasn't empty. My name is Lillian Cambridge, archaeologist. I'm the North's leading expert in antiquities and ancient artifacts. No doubt Aaron Gend has told you that I've come to offer my rather unique knowledge to aid the cause of the Lord's Alliance. I'd like to ask you some questions. That's why I'm here, to answer your questions about the words of power and the creator race that constructed them, and to sample the local wines, of course. Where can I find the words of power? That was weird. If it were as simple as drawing you a map, Piers, I'd have told Aaron Gend everything I know. You have to remember that the words are thousands and thousands of years old. The creator race that fashioned the words predated even the first Elven kingdoms. Everything I know about them is theory and conjecture upon foundation of myth and legend. Surely you must know something. I can tell you that there were several words of power created, but they have been scattered throughout the North and lost for countless millennia. All that remain are the rumors of where they might have disappeared. Some believe the words were taken by dragons who dwell in the mountains to the west. Others claim clues to their location may be found in the long deserted ruins far to the south of Fort Ilkard, or hidden in the forests to the north. The truth is they could be anywhere, though I believe I have learned the location of one of the words after many years of research and study. Where can I find this word? Before I tell you the location of the word of power, I need you to perform a task. Something very precious was stolen from me recently. A snow globe I had acquired on behalf of a very wealthy benefactor. If you want me to tell you what I know about the location of the word of power, you have to recover that snow globe for me. Fine. Where can I find the snow globe? I was en route to deliver the snow globe to my buyer when it was stolen from me by an unscrupulous, albeit rather charming wizard named Nax. From what he told me, Nax was in these parts doing some research of his own. It seems he found a magical entrance to a deserted laboratory of a long-dead wizard somewhere in the Coldwood to the north. I'll bet Nax is exploring the laboratory right now, and with my snow globe at his side. But if you want to go after him, you'll need this teleportation scroll. Nax told me it was the only way to pass through the magical portal leading to the dungeon. How did you manage to get this teleportation scroll? And why did Nax tell you all this? I am a capable and attractive woman, and I'm not above using my charms to further my archaeological investigations. Nax offered to buy me a few drinks. We got to talking about our respective research. One thing led to another. Afterwards, when Nax fell asleep, I borrowed the scroll and slipped off to have copies made before returning the scroll to his pack. I plan to do a little investigating of this dungeon on my own later. But while I was out making copies, Nax took my snow globe. I didn't notice until he was long gone. I guess it's my own fault for leaving him asleep in my room. I don't carry a grudge against Nax for what he did. I just want the snow globe back. Deliver it to me, and I'll tell you the location of the one of the words of power. Fun. I'd like to ask you some questions. Let's see. Tell me about the creator race. How did you end up here in Beorunna as well? Nah, I don't need any of this. So I'll be going now. Off you go then. Best of luck in your mission. Come back and see me if you have any more questions. That's what I'm here for, after all. And if you happen to speak to one of the waitresses, you might want to mention there's a thirsty lady with an empty wine glass over here in the corner. Alright, let's see if there's anyone else I need to talk to. Oh, hello, there's an upstairs. Bunch of rooms. Bookshelf. Alright, let's start with this door. Locked, of course.
It's done.
Trapped chest.
It's done. Okay, dokie.
And locked.
It's
Whew.
done.
Okay, so a DC 35 trap and a DC 41 lock. And a potion of fox's cunning. Ridiculous. Well, this door just opens right up. Okay.
It's done. Okay, dokie. Okay, dokie. Okay, dokie.
This door looks really important. I'm going to save it for last.
Okay, dokie.
Like, with it being walled off like that, that's... Wow, there's nothing in this room. Come on. Click on the door.
Okay, dokie.
Huh. Well, that's misleading design.
I greet you, my child.
That's an odd voice selection for that. Get you a drink, sir. We've got a fine selection of beverages if you're interested. There's a lot of soldiers here. You wouldn't be selling drinks to them while they're on duty, would you? What? No, I'd never sell a drink to a soldier on duty. They'd take my license if I did that. I'd be ruined. Don't be going around spreading rumors like that now, my lord, even in jest. We're talking about my livelihood, after all. Sorry, forget I even mentioned it. Of course, my good man. It's as if it never happened. Now, can I get you a drink? I'll have a drink now. Unfavorable. That's all he's got, is he's got spirits, wine, and ale. Okay. No, I have no need for any of that. So, I'm done here. Excuse me. All right. Spoken with Rolgan, Zed, and Lodar. I need to speak with Vonda. And I've spoken with Edgar. Averick. Jevon. I need to speak with Dalcia and Paula. So, Dalcia, Paula, and Vonda are the only people I need to speak with. Still, that is a very massive item in my inventory for a teleport scroll. Injured soldier.
Hello.
Hmm. You going up to the top of the plateau to see Beorunna's well? If you are, just watch your step. I wouldn't trust those Uthgardt savages as far as I could throw them. Who are you? The Lord's Alliance figured it might be a good idea to post a guard here at the base of the plateau to warn people. Past this point, you're entering the heathen camps. You can go on up if you want, but watch your step with those savages. We don't want any trouble with those Uthgardt camped around Beorunna's well. I'll be going now. See you around then. Like I said, watch yourself among them Uthgardt. Allies or not, I don't trust those savages. I just love some of these people. Let's see. Yusum, I bet you have a quest for me. I'll come back to you. See, there's Dalcia. And there's Vonda. There's one more person I'm supposed to speak to, but I don't see them.
Greetings to you.
On behalf of the Black Lion Uthgardt Tribe, I welcome you to this camp. I'm representing Rolgan in his murder trial. Ah, yes, Nurik mentioned he was seeking someone to defend Rolgan in this trial. I hope you truly appreciate the situation you've gotten yourself into. The Uthgardt are a noble people, but their culture and beliefs seem strange to the Lord's Alliance. Often the Uthgardt are victims of prejudice and hatred simply because of who they are. Sounds like you think Rolgan is innocent. I will wait until the trial before I make that decision, of course. I only wanted you to be aware of the fact that Rolgan is an Uthgardt might have something to do with him being on trial. I'll be going now. You're welcome to explore the tribal camp. I only ask that you respect the ways of the Black Lion Tribe and treat the Uthgardt with the honor they deserve. No problem.
Yes? What?
I am sorry. Were you speaking to me? Forgive my distraction. I am worried about my husband's upcoming trial. I am representing your husband in his trial. Representing my husband? I am sorry, but the ways of your justice system are unfamiliar to we people of the Black Lion Tribe. Are you a friend or foe? A friend. I must ask you some questions. The priest Nurik said I would have to answer the questions put to me with complete honesty. It was as if he expected me to lie. He knows nothing about the honor of our tribe. Ask away. I have nothing to hide. Tell me what happened the night Griff was killed. My husband returned home late. He had been drinking, but there was something else. He seemed different, as if more than alcohol were at work in his mind. When he told me he had gambled away the heirlooms of our family, precious stones sanctified by the priests of Uthgardt, I knew something was very wrong. He was not in his right mind, or he never would have wagered these sacred stones on a game of chance. Please go on. I sent him to ask this man Griff to return the heirlooms. We offered to pay him gold in exchange. It would have been far more than he could ever sell the heirlooms for. Their religious significance to the Black Lion Tribe far exceeds their material worth. But the soldier attacked my husband, and Rolgan was forced to kill Griff to preserve his own life. He fled to the temple seeking sanctuary, a mob of Griff's enraged friends close on his heels. Anything else? Please help my husband. They are portraying him as a drunken pagan savage. This is how they view all of the Uthgardt. We are a noble people, but if Rolgan is convicted, the hurtful stereotype will only get stronger. I wish I could be of more help, but all I can do is pray Uthgardt grants you wisdom in this matter. Ah, this is Paula.
Greetings!
Great, old woman voice. Why have you come to seek the counsel of this old woman? Nurik sent me. I'm representing Rolgan in the upcoming trial. The life of one of my people is in your hands. I will aid you as best I can, though there is little I can do. The ways of justice among the Lord's Alliance are unknown to me. What do you think of the case? I'm very disappointed in Rolgan. Our tribe constantly struggles against the stereotype of the drunken savage, yet Rolgan allowed himself to fall under the influence of alcohol. This is the result. Sounds like you already think he's guilty. And that remains to be seen. Rolgan is a symbol of our people. I pray he is not guilty of what they claim, but my duty in this trial is clear. Nurik has explained the vow I have taken as juror. If the evidence shows Rolgan let alcohol cloud his mind so that he killed the man without reason, I must return a verdict of guilty. This trial is not the way of our tribe, but I must follow Nurik's rules in this matter. We Uthgardt cannot risk the wrath of the Lord's Alliance by defying the High Priest of Tyr. I pray Rolgan is not a sacrifice for the good of the entire tribe, but if it must be, it must be. Can I ask you some questions? Unfortunately, the Council of Elders is reserved for those of the Black Lion tribe. My wisdom is only in the Uthgardt way of life, and you are not Uthgardt. I know nothing of your kind. I cannot give you guidance. Depart with the blessing of the Black Lion tribe. This alone I can give you. I'll be going now. Go with the blessing of the Black Lion tribe. Endar Hartfoot.
You are a good person to defend Oregon. I, Under Hardfoot, greet you with honor.
Sounds like Thor from Ghosts. Love it. Can I ask you some questions? I will do my best to answer them, though your ways are strange and unfamiliar of we as the Uthgardt tribes. Tell me about your people. The ignorant among the Lord's Alliance call us savages and barbarians, yet the honor of our ancestors shields us against their empty words. We are born of the Black Lion. We are of the Uthgardt. Our tribe is strong and proud. We are noble warriors and great hunters, following the herds to feed and clothe our tribe. We are the Black Lion tribe, and we are one with the land. Erengend mentioned the Elk Tribe had allied against us. What can you tell me about them? I know little of the Elk Tribe. Their territory is to the south, near the fort that you call Ilkard. Once they were an ally of the Lord's Alliance, but now they slaughter the settlers and farmers of your kind. The Elk Tribe have turned their back on the Uthgardt ways. Something has destroyed their honor, and they have allied themselves with the evil of Luskan. More than this I cannot tell you. I'll be going now. Feel free to explore the tribal camp. I only ask that you respect the Uthgardt as you would respect your own kind. Okay. What about this feller?
Welcome, friend. I am Usam, Druid of the North, liaison between the Lord's Alliance and the Uthgardt.
You are free to take solace in the tranquility of my grove if you wish, or is there some other reason you have sought me out? My name is Piers Geiger. I work for Erengend. When the Lord's Alliance set up camp here, Eren told me he was recruiting agents to search for lost artifacts of ancient magic. I wish you success in your quest, though as I told Eren, I am more concerned with the plight of the Uthgardt people. Plight of the Uthgardt? What do you mean? My child, this war takes a terrible toll on the Uthgardt. The armies of Luskan lay waste to their lands, and the Black Lion tribe has lost many warriors battling alongside the Lord's Alliance soldiers. But it is for the Uthgardt Elk Tribe that I worry most of all. They have aligned themselves with the Luskan destroyers to slaughter the defenseless settlers around. Weird background noise there. The defenseless settlers around Fort Ilkard in the north, or in the south. I can read. You're a druid. Can't you make them stop? Once the Elk Tribe welcomed my counsel, but they have since turned their back on the ways of nature. The emissaries I have sent to investigate have all been ruthlessly slain. You are not a child of nature, so perhaps you cannot understand the pain I feel over what has happened with the Elk Tribe. Perhaps I could investigate this for you, Yusum. Your offer is generous, child. I cannot leave this grove, and there is nowhere else I may turn for aid. I fear, however, that you do not truly understand what you are about to undertake. Such a task would be dangerous, my child. The Elk Tribe have slain all who have tried to parley with them. But if you could discover why the Elk Tribe have turned their back on us, I would be most grateful. The Elk Tribe have fortified themselves inside their keep to the west of Fort Ilkard, although they continue to make raids on the fort. Perhaps if you go there you can find them and speak to Luskan Thunderer, their chief. I'll be back when I learn more of the Elk Tribe. Go, child, and may a gentle breeze carry you safely to your destination, like the summer winds that bring seeds to replenish the eternal forest. That may have been the most flowery goodbye I have ever heard. I love that there are deer just wandering around in this camp. Alright. I don't know if I checked these barrels or not. I guess I didn't. Huh. Well, I don't want to leave the area until I've taken care of this trial. So I'm going to speak with all those people again. See what it takes to influence them.
Well met.
Oh, loading screen tips. Let's see. Before I do anything, I'm going to save, because there's always the possibility that these dialogue options might shift my alignment. I don't want to do that. How much would it cost to get you to bring back an innocent verdict at the trial? You dare offer a bribe to me here in the halls of justice? I should report you to Nerik and have you barred from the case. It was a joke. Relax. Yes, well, your jest was in very poor taste. I won't report you to Nerik, but I suggest in the future you approach this matter with the gravity it deserves. May the sword of Tyr's justice watch over you and keep you safe.
You are here because Neurek sent you.
Let's see. Da, 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 da. Anything else? No, no, no. Okay.
Hail to ye!
Well met.
Okay.
I greet you.
None can stand before me!
There must be... There must be something. Something I'm missing. Okay, well, I'm going to take a quick recording break. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back.